So yesterday I played in a 1v1 match on Scrap Station, and it was a really peculiar game, and I told my friends about it and had a couple of requests to make a video out of it, so here it is. This is gold level play. I'm in the gold league, and my opponent is also in the gold league, so gold level play. Those of you diamond and platinum players out there watching, please excuse my terribleness. I'm just a goldie. But speaking of my opponent, his name is Dagon, and he is spawning as the blue Terran over here on the east side of the map. Dagon, by the way, I was kind of curious about that name. Thanks to Wikipedia, I actually found out what it is, what it means. Dagon was a major northwest Semitic god, reportedly of fish and or fishing. He was worshipped by the early Amorites and by the inhabitants of the cities of Ebla and Ugarit. He was a major member, or perhaps head, of the pantheon of biblical Philistines. So that's pretty exciting that I'm fighting this guy. I actually found a picture of him. Here, I'll show it to you. So that's what Dagon looks like, and I am competing against him. He's playing apparently as Terran in Starcraft 2 these days. So anyways, real interesting game, although at this point nothing particularly exciting going on. He's got a barracks, spit out a couple of Marines, he's got some gas, which I saw that already, so I went ahead and got my own gas. Got Twilight Council coming out. I think I was going for Zealot Charge, which I think is probably a bad idea. No, I know what I was going for. I was going for High Templars, probably. I don't remember. I played it over 24 hours ago, and I've played many games since then, so your guess is as good as mine as to why I built that. Hopefully we'll find out soon. But I got a couple of Zealots out here, keeping an eye on the Xel'Naga Watchtower, just to, eyes in the sky, if you will. But he's being, I think, typical Terran at the moment, throwing down, reactor to spit out lots of Marines. He's got a factory over here for siege tanks. Nothing terribly exciting going on yet. I've expanded over here because he's being very idle, as it seems like Terran do a lot. So I figured I'd be safe to throw out an expansion. I've already got some probes cruising around over here to pick up some minerals. Yeah, I kind of assumed that he was getting medevacs. I don't think I actually saw the starport, but I figure I should probably put some photon cannons back here because Terran love to just drop Marines back here and shoot the mineral lines like pros. So there you go. There's some photon cannons. But as of now, pretty dull game. There's the Templar Archives. So I was going for High Templars. I assumed that he was going for Marines, which Terran seem to do all the time. So I figured I'd be safe getting that. He's got a dropship back here, medevac with his Marines, so my prediction was correct. He is planning on doing a drop behind my base. But fortunately, I've got my cannons here already, and High Templar out already. Yeah, he was doing this a lot during the game, like talking. I guess he was trying to talk to somebody, but he's bad at, /R. So there's the dropship with the Marines. Feedback on the medevac, clean that up, no problem. He might have killed one or two probes. I don't know. It wasn't a terribly damaging to my economy attack, so no worries. So throw down some more gateways, so I now have 4. And he starts like barricading his door. Missile turrets, siege tanks, bunkers with Marines in them. Missile turrets over here, because I guess he thought that since he did a drop, I was going to try to do a drop, so he put missile turrets all back here to kind of prevent me from doing that. But I got my expansion pretty close to being fully saturated. Main is fully saturated, and we're just rolling in resources now. 2,000, because I'm really terrible at macro. Should have been pumping out more units, but let's see what kind of armies we're dealing with here. Yeah, see, my army is twice as large as his, because he's putting lots of resources into, just barricading the door. Hasn't expanded or anything, just kind of hunkered down in this little box that he's got here. He's got missile turrets all around the edge because he is just super paranoid that I might, launch a surprise attack with, dropships and everything. Just, oh man. So, missile turrets, not going to let that happen. So I know that he's just not doing anything, so I kind of hanging out outside of his base because I don't want him to do anything. If he just wants to sit in there, that's fine with me. I'll just keep expanding, keep building resources, and just bulldoze over the door when I have a whole bunch of stuff. So, still spitting out zealots and stuff, immortals, because, I see that he's got a wall, so I'm probably going to have to knock it down. This is fail. We've got 3 immortals queued up in one robotics facility, and then 2 other robotics facilities doing nothing. Wow. I'm just the worst player ever. But yeah, you can see my army is now... Oh, there we go. There, finally, I realized that I'm a retard and fixed the problem there, but... My army is now about 3 times as large as his, so... I probably should have tagged by now, but I didn't know that my army was 3 times his size. I kind of assumed that he had, like, 1 million Marines and siege tanks in here and everything. But he did actually invested all his resources into missile turrets, and unbeknownst to me, he's also expanded up to this area up here, which is for loss. Yeah, now I've looked over here. I realize that he has no expansion, so it's just that one base. And I realize now he's got 1 million missile turrets. My plan was to come up here with the immortals, kind of peek over the edge with the observer and take out the siege tanks up here. But I realize now that he's like, wow, got a whole bunch of missile turrets. That's pretty stupid. I could probably break down the door pretty easy. So I think I'm about ready to attack. Thank God, because this has been a really boring really boring replay so far. You can see that he's now barricading this fortress up here. Just really paranoid about dropships. Even though I've showed him I have a huge army of immortals, he's still worried that I'm going to come in from the air. So more missile turrets. Even on his main base, just more missile turrets. They're still going up. He's going to spit out some ghosts, I guess. Oh man, Dagon. God of fishing. God of turtling too. Holy crap, David, attack! You've got so many guys here. Ah, there we go. I just wanted to wait till I had 200 forces. So, here we go. Busting in the front door. It's got lots of siege tanks, but just really, nothing to hold back the onslaught of 1 million immortals. So I come in here, attack everything, clean everything up, and you can see now at this point, the game is mine. I've won, but there's still an hour to go on the timer. So I'm actually going to speed this up. Alright, so here's one of my attempts to break... Oh, this is my second attempt to break down the door here. Looking back, it probably wasn't a good idea to go with Void Rays. Just because... so many missile turrets. But as you can see... this is a lot of missile turrets. I mean, I've pretty much taken the rest of the map. He has no chance of winning the game. I'm pretty sure he's just trying to be a douchebag and waste my time, which I suppose you could say he was successful at doing that. But yeah, apparently gold level play, you can still run into this kind of crap. Alright, so mothership is ready to go. Everyone's at full health. Move the mothership in. Mass recall. Bam, there we go. That's pretty much GG. So, Dagon, if you ever watch this, you're a douchebag. Thanks for wasting an hour of my time. I kind of wonder if, he built all this and then left his computer. Because, he couldn't really do much, although he spent the whole game, moving things around, so... I guess he was here the whole time. I don't know if he thought he was going to win or something, or if he just wanted to annoy me, but... that's that. So, thank you for watching. I hope you found that as amusing as I did. Keep your eye on this area up here. That is the lesson of the day. If you're playing Terran, don't let them fortify in here because it is a pain in the neck to take it back if they cover every single square inch with missile turrets. So, thanks for watching, and catch you guys later.